Hi guys, James at Bespoke Airsoft here, and boy do I have something exciting for you today. The first feature product in our affordable custom line. Let's take a look.
It's all about humanity.
So yes, I have two custom pistols in these cases. They're the same pistol but they're different colours. So let's get straight into the top-down camera. Let's take a look at these things closer up. We'll get to the chrono and the accuracy test, and then we'll be back on to talk about these a little bit more. So I've got two interesting releases here that I've been sort of teasing on the Instagram and the Facebook for a couple of days. So what is it? These are some affordable custom pistols that we're going to be putting on for the guys out there that want something a little bit more niche, a little bit more custom. But you know, not everybody's got £400–500 to go flash out on, you know, a nice flashy sidearm these days. You know, some companies do them to a degree, but you know, a perfect example would be, you know, the Secutor Gladius series. They had some big issues with that. So first things I want to get out of the way, these are part of our affordable custom line. This is a new line of products that we are doing, and we'll be doing more in the future. If you're into your really expensive sidearms that, you know, are like high quality and bits and pieces like that, they're probably not going to be for you, because you are going to see the differences. Obviously, to get them at this price, we've had to make some sacrifices, so we can't have full CNC steel slides and still put them out for this price. So they come in a nice little box. The reason why we don't picture the box on the website is just because the box might change. Regardless, these pistols will come in a plastic case, but for some reason, if we can't get these cases, we'll just switch them out for something that's very similar. So to take these out, just flip the latches, you know, nothing special there. But you know, a little bit better than coming in just like a cheap cardboard box, which we didn't want to do. So here we are. Comes in black and it comes in FDE. You just zoom in a little bit here. So you'll see from the get-go, surprisingly good quality for the price. You know, hand stippled frame, which when we were doing the SAI HK45s a couple of years ago, you know, it was a £400–500 pistol. Each frame I was doing myself. It was taking about 10–11 hours. You know, these are hand stippled as well, but they're done at factory, so we've managed to get the people that produce the frames to do it ahead of time, which obviously saves us a lot of time and money. And you can see here some nice markings, flat trigger. It's a Gen 3 style frame, got an old gas magazine. And you'll see there, very nice indeed. Nice fibre optic front sight included in the box. You've got blacked out rear iron, which has got a nice relief cut in the iron sight, so it's nice and easy to pick up. Just trying to show this off to you here. So you've got a safety on the flat trigger, and you've also, just like a Marui, got the safety on the lower frame here, which many people tend not to use. You've got threaded barrel there, so I'm not actually sure what threads will fit these. Obviously these have been sourced and assembled, so you will see some similarities between certain parts with brands that, you know, we obviously get working with. The trigger, there's the take up and the wall. And for a cheap pistol, I think that trigger is actually pretty damn good. These are Marui compatible, so you know, all your doodads and your fancy bits and pieces, if you really wanted to take this to the next level, you could do. Which again brings me to the point for the price. Obviously you're going to see some areas that you know, we just have to source, you know, cheaper internals and bits and pieces, and that's just to keep the cost down. If we didn't, the price would be going up and up and up. So it's got a very Marui WE style hop unit there. This is painted, as you'll see. The adjustment. So you can actually use 0.2s, 0.25s, 0.3s in these pistols without problem at all. In terms of hop up performance at longer distances, I'd probably stick to a 2.5, but you can put all the upgrade parts in this that you want, you know, maple leaf barrel and hop sets, you know, as far as you want to take it. What we're basically doing is giving you guys the platform to then build if you want to, or just run it as it is out the box, because pistols are used for closer engagements. You'll see here the internals are not bad at all. So it's not like they're made out of cheese or anything like that. Like I say, we do have to sort some of these components from cheaper manufacturers to keep the costs down, but set the hammer there. You know, very Guns Modify-esque style hammer there. So that's the black model. I think this is actually gassed up. We are clear. Let's just zoom you back out there a little bit. Very nice crisp. You can see the relief cut there on the frame, stippled there as well, so when you're holding the pistol however you want to hold it, you know, whether you put rest your grip on there, whether you hold it like that, everywhere where your thumb or fingers need to touch is stippled, so it's nice and covered in that aspect. And then I actually really like the tan model, so the people that we are working with have actually managed to get the sort of match of the colour very good. And the tan model, I'm not really, I like tan pistols. I think normally when a pistol comes tan frame and slide, they can look a little bit off sometimes, but they've done this very well indeed. And like I say, these are platforms that you can build upon. It is, at the end of the day, you know what I'm like, guys, I don't like to try and pull the wool over anyone's eyes, and I never will. We could go and say, you know, this is something that we've assembled in the UK and we're putting out a cheap price and it's the best thing since sliced bread. But I'd just rather be honest with you guys, we can't do that for the budget that these come out at. They're $124.99. They come in the case, and for that amount of money, we have certain limitations. So this is enabling us to bring this pistol to those that don't have the massive, you know, budgets with the more expensive stuff, but they still want something very much like this as a sidearm. So, and then you've got the adjustability. It's not like it's some wonky internals that some of these manufacturers do. You know, it's Muri compatible, so it's sort of learning from the best, and then you can go put your extra bits and pieces in there if you want to. So let's a closer look at these pistols. We've obviously got black and a tan. Very nice indeed. We're going to get to chronoing this thing, and then we'll get to shooting them at the 15-metre accuracy test. You will see 15 metres he actually does pretty well. Hop up isn't messed with whatsoever, so you know you can set that. But of course, what I am telling you guys is, you know, hop rubbers and such, you're probably going to want to try and upgrade first, perhaps a hop rubber or in a barrel or something like that, because like I say, we have had certain limitations to keep it at that price point, but you can go and you can make this platform even better. So I've actually got one of these that I had ahead of time that I've put my own little bits and pieces in. I'm not reviewing that on camera, of course, because it's not a fair representation of what you'll be getting in the box. But I've put, like, you know, sort of a new hop rubber, a new in a barrel and stuff, and then it takes this pistol to all new levels. Standard gas magazine there. So let's get chronoing, let's get to the range test, and then we'll be back in front of the camera. So yeah, a custom SAI style Glock pistol that's not a Glock, but it looks like one. For less than £125, just less, £124.99. Comes in a nice plastic case which is foam lined, keeps it nice and protected, and you know, great that it comes in a case, you know. Take that to a game day with you, no problem at all. It's going to keep it nice and safe. We do these in black and FDE. We have, it's not like stuff that we've done before when we've done the Salient HK45s that were like £450, £500, where we did them in very, very low quantities. This isn't something that we're going to do 5 or 10 of and then go first come first serve. You best get to it quick. We did have a bit of a mishap with the John Wick 3 pistols from Jag Precision, just because we had a limited amount that came into us. But we have got an absolute load of these in stock, and we've overstocked it for the reason of, we know a lot of you guys are looking forward to getting your hands on this thing and getting it for the cheap price that it is. So we've made sure we've got plenty in stock for you guys to keep you covered. So it's a G Series 17 pistol, polymer frame, metal slide, metal barrel. You know, it's got lovely features on the slide and the barrel, nice serrations, nice ports and stuff. It looks very, very cool indeed. Nice fibre optic front sight there with blacked out rear iron, which makes it nice and easy to get target acquisition, especially in daytime. You know, gas magazine comes with it. You know, got a nice flat trigger there with a trigger safety. Yes, it's not a nice CNC, you know, fancy trigger that you can go out and get, but you know, the triggers, a fancy trigger that you go out and get for like a Marui 17 platform or 18 platform would cost you a third, or more than a third of what this pistol costs you complete out of the box. So, like I said on the TDC, you will see some little bits here and there that, you know, we've had to do. There's certain limitations that we had to get the product to price at that price point. So $124.99 in a case. You know, you go buy one of these slide sets for, you know, a Marui, perhaps you get a detonator one, something like that. The detonator slides that we put on the HK45 series that we do, the slides and barrel sets on their own, that's not including the Trigicon irons and stuff that we put on there, were £200. So instantly half the price, almost, well, 2/5 of the price that those pistols sold for was all in that slide and barrel before you'd even bought the pistol and the stippling, which took, you know, 10-11 hours per pistol. These are all hand stippled. It's not done by a machine, very much like what Jag have done with the JW3, which, you know, still got one here. So it's not moulded, it's not a cop out or anything like that. It is done by hand, and it's done to a fairly high degree as well, so it's nice. It's lovely and comfortable to aim and shoot. You know, you've got your extra safety on the bottom there, which probably not a lot of you are going to use anyway. But the pistol looks great. It performs surprisingly great for the price. It's only going to get better. Like I said before, I've got one of these that I've been playing around with. You know, I've got some maple leaf components in the barrel section here, and the thing is shooting very, very accurately. I mean, you'll probably see from the accuracy test. Let's have a look. I think this was the .2s. So with the .2s, I think a couple of them missed. Hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I think a couple of them missed the target. You can see obviously a spread like that. It was a little bit unpredictable because the hop isn't set. I'm using light ammo. .3s obviously was a lot more predictable. Every shot that I fired was on target pretty much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so yeah, all shots landed on target, so we're doing much better there. Hope you're liking the emojis still. And then the small metal target. I think I fired 5 at this. So I got 1, 2, no, I think 7 I fired at this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 6th one hit the metal frame of the target, which you will hear in the video where it dings. So I think I had one hit which landed just above. I think, don't quote me on that because it's been a day or so since I test fired them. So 6 out of 7 shots on a smaller than head size target, 15 meters. You know, what more can you want? You know, so yes, this is a budget line pistol. The feature products on our new ACL, which is affordable custom line. This is bringing more custom aesthetic and looking products to you guys without that massive price tag, because not everyone's got that amount of money, £400-500. I definitely haven't to spend on a sidearm these days. So I think these are falling and great at the right time as well. Just after, I mean, if you missed out on the JW3 pistols, but you're still looking for something cool, this is going to be the one for you. You'll tell from the description on the website who we've used for OEM for some of these components, and where we've sourced a few of these parts before we've been putting them together and sort of making it available to you guys. So the magazine that it ships with is an Army Armament magazine. Tokyo Marine magazines work as well. But these magazines are really nice and cheap to get, which the frame and stuff was obviously where we had them from. We'd love nothing more to go out and source the most expensive components out there and give you a really good deal, but like I keep saying, I probably sound like a broken record right now, but it's keeping it at the nice price, and for that price, I think this is an absolute steal of a deal. These are batch limited, but we do have quite a lot of them. I think we've got, before putting this video up, I think we made a few sales on the website, just those that have been really eager to find them. I think we've got about 82 of these in stock at the moment. Don't quote me on that. But roughly, we've got plenty. We've got the black and we've got the FDE. The black is great out there for the guys that like the more subtle pistols, but the FDE looks absolutely superb, and the colour match that they've done on that frame and slide I think is absolutely phenomenal. So I hope you like these pistols. I know a few of you have been asking for more details on them when I've been linking it on Instagram and bits and pieces like that. Hope you like the new intro on the videos as well. I'm not the most clued up when it comes to video editing and fancy cinematics and stuff, but I'll do as good as I can do. So hope you like this pistol. Subscribe, hit the notification below, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all that good stuff. And we'll see you in the next video. Stay tuned, guys, because we have got some absolutely phenomenal stuff coming your way. So see you in the next video. Thank you.
It's all about humanity.